Here in East Texas, one local rabbi has a personal connection. His daughter is in Israel right now. Good afternoon, Rabbi Katz. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Yeah, so beginning with your daughter, what brought her out to Israel?
So we actually have two members of our congregation. My daughter is one of them, and then we have another young woman. So my daughter is now 18, and we have a 15-year-old as well. The two of them are on a 4-month fall semester high school program in Israel that they joined. They left in August, and they're supposed to be back in December. So that's what they're doing over there. And the program is actually based just outside of Tel Aviv.
Wow, okay. So what was your initial reaction when you were made aware of these attacks?
Well, so as a rabbi and as one who loves Israel, of course, that was one piece of the puzzle, just hearing about what was going on over there.
Definitely.
But then, of course, as a parent, there's that element as well. So the first thing that happened was we were texting with my daughter back and forth. She said everyone was safe. Turns out she was actually in Jerusalem when it happened, even though the campus is in Tel Aviv. The group had gone out there for the Jewish holiday over this past weekend. They were celebrating the night before, and then the next morning they went in and out of the bomb shelter 7 times. And so that was new experience for the kids. And later that night, Saturday evening, they were given permission by the government to get in the bus and go back to the campus. So that's where they've been for the past couple days.
Definitely a scary situation there, especially as a dad with your daughter there. What was that first phone call like?
You know, she was very resilient, and just as much as I was, because we know that the program that she's on takes safety first. Mm-hmm. They're very communicative. There are bomb shelters in all public buildings there whenever the sirens go off. I was there myself a number of times when this happened, when rocket fire came from Gaza, and so the flee to the bomb shelter is a place where the kids were safe. In fact, today there were a bunch of pictures of them being part of a program where they were building care packages and care boxes for people.
Absolutely. So originally she was supposed to be back here December. Has that changed? Yeah,
so we just found out within the past hour or so that the program, the campus that is housing her program and a few others, a lot of that staff is being called up for reserve duty. They're mobilizing hundreds of thousands of reservists, and so short-staffed, they can't actually operate the program. So we're going to hear that in a few minutes. I've got a phone call to hear how that's all going to play out logistically with getting the kids back and so forth. But that also means putting her back into high school here, which she was supposed to be out for this semester.
Definitely. Is there anything that East Texans can do to support in any way?
Just reach out to anybody that you know that's in Israel. Send them notes of love and notes of support. This is a very difficult time. And any note, I've been getting notes throughout the day today, which have been very nice. I don't respond to every single one, but that's the least you can do, is just simply acknowledge that this is a difficult time. We are seeing now that the surprise attack by the terrorist group Hamas has killed as many Jews in one day as maybe since the Holocaust. And so trying to process this and also trying to forecast how it's going to be resolved in the future. And we all know that it's not going to be pretty. This is the first time Israel has declared war in 50 years. So it's not going to get any better before it gets worse. And as we're all bracing for this difficult times ahead, just be aware that we know how the world works, and we know how the media ecosystem works, and we are going to be fed little things in our echo chambers. So just ask your local Jewish friends or your Israel-connected friends for information.
Definitely, yeah. So you are encouraging people to just do their research during this time.
Yeah, I personally use a site called Times of Israel, okay. But I know that there are other reputable news agencies out there. There are times for deeper discussions. This is the time to make sure Israel is secure first. The surprise attack that occurred is unprecedented, and the response will be unprecedented, I'm sure.
Well, thank you so much, Rabbi Katz, for joining us this afternoon.
Sure.